The knight in chess moves in such an interesting way, and because of its interesting movements, sometimes it's hard to predict and calculate what it can do in a few moves. Today when I was studying chess, I noticed something about the diagonal direction, so watch this trick. Now it's fairly easy to see where a knight can go in one move. I think if you've been playing chess for a little bit, this is just something that you have trained yourself to see. But what about in 2 moves? What about in 3 moves? What about in 4 moves? Let's look diagonally. This is the trick I found. So diagonally, the farthest extent a knight can go in 2 moves, watch this. 1, 2, or 1, 2. Notice there's a square here that the moves converge on. Let's look on this side. We have 1 and then 2, or maybe 1 and then 2. Look at this square. Look at this square. What do you see? I see 1, 2. Hey, look at that. So when you go diagonally in even number of moves, the space between is how many moves it takes. So it takes 1, 2, or 1, 2. When you're under pressure and you need to spot something quickly, or let's say there's a lot of thoughts racing in your mind, sometimes these are the things to pick up to start calming your mind, to start your calculations so you don't go through the same thing over and over again. I don't know about you, but when I get stressed, sometimes I'll go through the same move sequence over and over again because my mind can't think. Visual patterns will upset some of that panicky type of thing that happens in your head. So this was the puzzle that helped me see this. We have this X-ray right here. We first need to get this knight out of the way. Now, applying what we just said, think about 2 moves, right? Because to get the knight out of the way, we already need a move. So we got to think beyond 1 move. So let's look at that visual pattern we just figured out. 1, 2. So the knight in 2 moves can go here diagonally. If I'm here diagonally, I could potentially do some interesting threats. Now, if I threaten the rook, where do you think the rook's going to go? I think the rook probably only has 1 move here. So, again, let's think about this. 1, 2, my knight's going to land here. And I know very likely the rook's going to go here because of this discovered attack. So, I think I could potentially get a fork in 2 moves. So, let's see. I'm going to discover the attack. He could decide to take me, but he's probably going to move this because this is much more valuable. So he does. My knight was right here. And look at this. 1, 2. And then look at this. I land right here. Exactly like I predicted. And look at that. I'm going to fork him. So, boom. And he's going to lose one of these. And I improved my position. In a pinch, right? This is a complicated position. How do you spot tactics? How do you think in advance? How do you calculate? Use visual patterns, people. And I have to emphasize, this only works diagonally with even. Odd, it doesn't work, okay? Odd, notoriously, is kind of a blind spot for the knight. It takes a few moves for the knight to go 1 diagonally square opposed. But for even, you have this memory technique now. So whenever you need to think, okay, 2 moves diagonally, where can my knight go? 2 squares diagonally away. The square after that, diagonally, that's a square the knight can land on. Hope this helps, man. Again, I'm still learning, but I want to learn smarter because I am not a little kid, right? So I gotta be more efficient with my chess learning. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy. Share with me your knight movement tips and tricks, etc. We're all learning this together. Talk to you guys soon.